The Ship of Fools, Episode 18, Put a Ring on It, The Gravity Snare. The Battlecruiser, PP-608, drifted through a region of space that shimmered with faint, swirling colors, a nebula so thin it barely registered on sensors, yet beautiful enough to make Snipes press his face to the viewport like a child at a candy shop. "Look at that," he breathed. "It's like space is blushing." Moxie smiled faintly. "It's ionized dust. Harmless." Banning sipped his coffee. "Everything's harmless until it kills us." Aurora flickered beside him. "Commander, I am detecting a gravitational anomaly ahead." Banning sighed. "See? I called it." The ship lurched, not violently, not at first. It was more like a tug, a gentle pull, as though something enormous had hooked the ship with an invisible line. Snipes stumbled. Did we hit something?" "No," Aurora said. "Something hit us." The tug became a yank. The stars blurred. The nebula twisted. The ship spun helplessly as a massive gravitational force reeled them in like a fish on a cosmic line. Banning shouted, "Aurora, break free!" "I cannot," she said. "We are caught in a planetary tractor field." "A what?" The ship jolted again, harder this time, and the view screen filled with the image of a massive planet rushing toward them. It was enormous, covered in swirling green clouds and shimmering oceans. But what caught their attention wasn't the planet itself. It was the empty space around it. A planet that should have had a ring. A planet that did not. The PP-608 was pulled downward, toward the surface, toward a glowing lattice of energy that wrapped around the ship like a net. Snipes screamed. Moxie braced herself. Banning cursed. Aurora dimmed her hologram to brace for impact. The ship slammed into the energy field. Everything went white. The planet that speaks. When the light faded, the PP-608 hovered motionless above the planet's surface, suspended by the same shimmering lattice that had captured them. The ship groaned under the strain but held. Banning staggered to his feet. "Report!" Aurora's voice was quiet, almost reverent. "Commander, the planet is communicating." "Communicating how?" "Directly." The lights flickered. A deep, resonant voice filled the ship, not through speakers, not through comms, but through the hull itself, vibrating in their bones. "You have entered the domain of Delastria," Snipes whispered. "The planet is talking." Moxie whispered, "Planets don't talk." Aurora replied, "Delastria is a sentient anomaly. It talks." The voice continued, "You are trespassers! You are thieves! You have taken what is mine!" Banning raised his hands instinctively. "We didn't take anything!" The voice rumbled like distant thunder. "My ring is gone! You will return it, or you will be unmade!" Snipes squeaked. "Unmade? I like being made." Moxie frowned. "What ring?" Aurora flickered. "Commander, Delastria once possessed a planetary ring, like Saturn's. It is missing." Banning groaned. "And it thinks we stole it?" The voice deepened. "You will prove your innocence. You will find the thieves. You will restore my crown." Banning swallowed. "And if we refuse?" The ship jolted violently. A scream echoed from the cargo bay. Moxie's scream. "Moxie taken!" They sprinted through the corridors, the ship trembling around them. Snipes nearly tripped twice. Moxie moved like a shadow. Banning's heart pounded in his chest. They burst into the cargo bay. Moxie was gone. In her place hovered a sphere of shimmering green light, pulsing gently like a heartbeat. Aurora materialized beside it. "Commander, this is a containment field. Delastria has taken Moxie." Banning clenched his fists. "Why her?" The planet answered. "The small one is collateral. She will be returned when my ring is restored. Snipes shouted, "She's a person, not a bargaining chip." The voice rumbled, "All are bargaining chips, even you." The sphere pulsed once more, then vanished, taking Moxie with it. Snipes whispered, "We have to get her back." Banning nodded. "We will, but first we need to find out who stole a planetary ring." Snipes blinked. "How do you steal a ring the size of a continent?" Aurora dimmed her lights, with difficulty and power. Banning exhaled. "Let's find the culprits." The search begins. Delastria released the ship, not fully but enough to allow them to move within a limited radius. The ship drifted above the planet's surface, scanning the surrounding space. Aurora projected a hologram of the missing ring, a vast band of ice, dust, and crystalline structures that once encircled the planet like a crown. "It was removed recently," she said, "within the last 2 weeks." "By who?" Banning asked. "Unknown, but I am detecting residual energy signatures." Snipes leaned closer. "What kind?" Aurora hesitated. "Pirate engines." Moxie frowned. "Pirates stole a planetary ring?" "Not ordinary pirates," Aurora said. "These signatures match the Crimson Halo, a notorious salvage syndicate." Banning groaned. "Of course it's pirates." Snipes nodded. "They steal everything, ships, satellites. Once they stole a moon." Moxie blinked. "A moon?" Snipes shrugged. "A small one." Aurora highlighted a trail of faint energy particles leading away from Delastria. "They fled in this direction." Banning straightened. "Then we follow." The ship turned toward the trail. Delastria's voice echoed behind them. "Return my ring, or the small one will be broken." Snipes whimpered. We're going. The Crimson Halo. The trail led them to a debris field, shattered asteroids, broken satellites, and the twisted remains of ships that had crossed the Crimson Halo. The ship drifted through the wreckage, silent except for the hum of the engines. Moxie scanned the area. "I'm picking up movement." Snipes squinted. "Where?" A massive shadow emerged from behind a broken asteroid, a ship the size of a city block, covered in red markings and jagged armor plates. The Crimson Halo flagship. Banning muttered, "Of course it's huge." The pirate ship hailed them. A hologram flickered to life. A tall, scarred alien with glowing red eyes and a grin full of sharp teeth. "Well, well," he purred. "If it isn't the PP-608. Come to admire our latest acquisition?" Banning crossed his arms. "You stole a planetary ring." The pirate laughed. "Stole? No. We liberated it." Snipes shouted, "You kidnapped a ring." The pirate shrugged. "Semantics." Moxie stepped forward. "Where is it?" The pirate's grin widened. "Safe, hidden, and for sale." Banning's jaw tightened. "We're not buying it. We're taking it back." The pirate laughed again. "You and what army?" The battlecruiser's engines roared. Banning smiled. "This one." The battle for the ring. The Crimson Halo opened fire. The PP-608 dodged, weaving through debris with surprising grace. Snipes manned the weapons, firing bursts of energy that ricocheted off the pirate ship's shields. Aurora projected tactical overlays, calculating trajectories with lightning precision. Banning steered the ship straight toward the pirate flagship. Snipes screamed, "We're going to crash!" Banning shouted, "Not if we hit them first!" The PP-608 skimmed the pirate ship's hull, scraping metal and sending Snipes flying. The impact disrupted the pirate shields. Banning shouted, "Now!" Snipes fired. The blast struck the pirate engines, sending the massive ship spinning. The pirate captain snarled, "You little—" Banning cut him off. Where's the ring? The pirate hesitated. Then he smirked. You'll never find it. Aurora's eyes glowed. Commander, I have found it. A hologram appeared, a massive structure hidden inside a hollowed-out asteroid. The ring had been compacted, folded, and stored like a coiled serpent. Banning grinned. Let's go get it. The ring returns. The ship approached the asteroid. Snipes used the boosted tractor beam to extract the ring, a shimmering band of ice and crystal that unfolded like a blooming flower. Aurora guided the ship into position and calculated the orbital trajectory. Banning gave the order. The ship released the ring. It drifted outward, catching the light of the nearby star, glowing brighter and brighter as it expanded. Delastria's voice filled the ship. My crown returns! The ring snapped into orbit with a thunderous ripple of energy. The planet glowed. The PP-608 trembled. A beam of green light shot upward from the surface. Moxie appeared on the bridge, dazed, confused, and holding a glowing fruit. Snipes ran to her. Moxie, you're alive! She blinked. They fed me fruit. Banning exhaled. Let's never do this again. Delastria's voice softened. You have restored what was mine. You may now leave, with my gratitude. The tractor field released them. The ship drifted free. Desaurai. The crew gathered in the lounge, exhausted but relieved. Moxie munched her glowing fruit. I liked the planet. It was warm. Snipes shuddered. It threatened to break you. She shrugged. Still warm. Moxie smiled. We did good today. Banning nodded. Yeah, we did. Aurora flickered beside them. Commander, Delastria has sent a message. What kind of message? A blessing, Aurora said, and a warning. Banning frowned. A warning? Aurora's voice deepened, echoing Delastria's tone. The stars are not as they were. Something comes, something that devours worlds. The crew fell silent. Snipes whispered, That sounds bad. Banning stared out the viewport at the distant stars. Yeah, he said softly. It does. The PP-608 sped onward, toward whatever waited in the dark. End of episode 18, to be continued.